Today I want to create the word Goalono. And Goalono is essentially the state of being of completing a goal and then just kind of wondering, okay, what now? What next? That feeling of completing something and then just not really knowing what to do. And I would say that I only have a minor little case of Goalono right now, because I have plenty of things I'm still trying to do right now, but I did just reach my weight loss goal of 20 pounds in 3 months, losing that, and I reached it in less than 2 months, which is a lot faster than I was expecting. And once you have something that you're focusing on so heavily, you just don't have to pay the same attention to it. It's just a shift in what you're going to be doing and what your everyday life is going to look like. So that's kind of why I'm having some Goalono. Of course, there's plenty of things that I'm trying to do that have not progressed as well as that and that I have not achieved, such as this exact video series where I have posted, let's see, 183 days in a row now, I think, in Mountain Dew. And this series has not had the success that I thought it would. But the whole reason of why I've set these things up, where I'm trying to do very challenging things, I'm setting these extremely lofty, difficult goals, is because the way that the pleasure center really works in the brain and where you get some like dopamine bumps is really from seeing progress towards a goal. It's not an actual achievement of a goal that really stimulates dopamine and makes you feel really good. It's actually seeing the progress and getting closer to that goal. And that's kind of why I ended up creating all these ambitious things that I was going to chase that were probably going to take forever, basically. I was just hoping that they would show some minor improvements so that I'm kind of always feeling better about it as it goes, or at least I'm always working towards something. And that was a huge reason why I even created the Wippy Thoughts channel and started to continue to pursue this, and especially the Daily Do series. That is a large part of that too. Just trying to kind of build in ways that I could make myself kind of feel better, which was basically just to be constantly working towards something, working towards a goal, and seeing progress. Unfortunately, this series in particular, it's never even got off the ground, really. I haven't seen improvement in any manner of it, so that's kind of why I'm still tacking on other things to do, because this series didn't end up being what it should have been there. And I don't really know why, but we're going to keep going, because it doesn't mean that I'll never reach that, but it hasn't been for this first almost half a year. So that goal progression is usually something that is appealing to practically everyone. I think even with me, it might be even more exaggerated. I kind of at least always have to be working towards something or have to have a purpose to whatever I'm doing. Like, I get bored of vacations after probably 3-4 days max, unless I'm actually doing something while I'm there that I think is productive. So that's why reaching a goal and a milestone can sometimes almost be deflating, because it's like, okay, what now? What do we do now? And that is the feeling of Goalono. So reaching goals can definitely be great, but there's always that little kicker with them too, at least for a lot of people and someone like me at least. And that's all we got for the word creation. Let's move on to our song and video of the day. Song of the day is Life, the Biggest Troll by Childish Gambino. This is a cool song that goes through a lot of different change. It's pretty modern and futuristic sounding from Childish Gambino. Probably more in his rap-centric start of his career. He kind of deviated from that a little bit. Not a ton, but it's more of his earlier sounding stuff. It's just a great one in general. Would recommend checking it out. Then the video of the day is another person I would definitely recommend checking out. This is kind of a good introductory clip to him, even though he's been featured in maybe a video or two in this playlist thus far. It is Bert Kreischer's The Machine Story. This is kind of what made him blow up as a stand-up comedian. He's a very big one now. Dude is just an energetic party animal anomaly of a human being. He's very funny, very entertaining. He tells this story about robbing his classmates with the Russian mafia while he was studying abroad, and that's the core of this story. It's very funny, and he's a stand-up comedian I enjoy a lot, so this is probably just a good way to introduce you to Bert Kreischer if you're unfamiliar with him, because this is kind of what introduced most people to him, so I decided to spotlight this video. That's going to do it for the Daily 2. Peace out.